and a 3-game homestand, as it turns out. We mentioned that he is the subject of our Twitter Tuesday, and Robbie and Smikowski caught up with the Pirates' third baseman.
Colin, these fans, they don't know you that well, so we got some questions coming from out of left field or maybe out of third base. You okay with that?
Yes.
All right. All right, first question comes from Stephen. Colin, do you have a favorite TV show or movie? And if so, what can you tell us about what they are?
Yeah, I watch a lot of TV. Probably, let's see, I got a lot of shows that me and Kelsey watch, but anything on Netflix, like the popular ones that, like in the off season, or Stranger Things, or things like that, kind of end up binge watching a lot.
Okay. Patricia wants to know, Colin, if you had to pick 3 teammates to help you survive the zombie apocalypse, which 3 teammates would you choose and why?
That's a good one. Probably Freeze for sure. He's a tough guy and smart guy, so he'd probably be running it.
Can't disagree with that.
Probably bring Frazier. I don't know why, but he's funny, so I bring Frazier. But then I'd also probably bring for a third. Let's see, I can go with anybody there, but maybe Jordy. I'd go with Jordy. He's I don't know, he's just funny, so yeah. he would be a good company, and I think we'd make a good group.
Next question. How did you feel after your first home run at PNC Park, which obviously, for those who don't remember, how do you forget? It was the dramatic grand slam on opening day. What was that feeling like?
Oh, it was awesome. That's probably the coolest thing I've experienced on a baseball field so far. Just to experience that with the fans and then all my teammates was awesome. Something I'll never forget.
Yep, and a cool photo hanging in your locker to remember that by. What teammate on the Pirates, Colin, have you enjoyed getting to know the most, and why? What friendships have you developed in that clubhouse?
Shoot, I could mention a lot of people, but
what stands out?
Yeah, I've gotten close with a lot of guys. I got to know JB, Josh, in the off season well, and then kind of carried it in. We love talking hitting and just different things, but also anyone from Serby, like you said, getting to know him. He's really funny, and he always keeps things light and makes me laugh.
Okay. A little runner wants to know, Colin, do you have a signature dance move that you bring to the post-game locker room dance parties? Come on, tell us.
No, I don't. I'm not a dancer, but I try to just kind of blend in, I guess. I don't have too much rhythm in me, so I got to learn some more.
Robbie, and the Twitter questions able to get Colin Moran to laugh a little bit. That's always a challenge. He is very stoic, but it looked like he had some fun with Twitter Tuesday, and hopefully we'll have some more of those questions and answers during the course of our telecast, as Colin Moran is in the starting lineup tonight and hitting 6th against Ross Stripling. When we came on the air just at the top of the 7 o'clock hour, we were talking about the pitching matchup for the Pirates. It's Joe Musgrove against Stripling, and again, kind of revisiting that, Bob Musgrove, you couldn't really have asked for much more from this right-hander making his Pirates debut against the Cardinals on the 25th of May. 7 shutout innings, 5 hits, no walks, 7 strikeouts, beat the Cardinals 8-1, and then beat the Cubs 7 innings, 1 run his last time out.
Yeah, we had to wait a while to see him take the mound. It seemed it was like longer than everybody was kind of comfortable with. Was like, when's he going to go out there? But wow, was it worth the wait? I mean, he was just fantastic in his first 2 starts. And I mentioned earlier, it's almost like watching a guy play a video game, like he was pitching with his thumbs. Oh, I want to put a slider here. I'll just do that. It's just fabulous, everything he was doing out there. And this is what I think everybody is talking about, is that real hard-nosed slide in second base. And it was, I think, at a time where a lot of the fans wanted to see something like that happen. And so they have really, and deservedly so, they've kind of taken to him. And he's their guy.
Yeah, he won a lot of points, almost hero status in Pittsburgh, because not only did he pitch 7 strong innings and beat the Cubs, but the fact that he went in there hard, and he said after the game that just playing hard like their guy did to break up a double play, referring to Rizzo against Elias Diaz. He went in hard to second base. There were no punches thrown, both the benches and the bullpens emptied, but yeah, maybe kind of a rallying cry And Musgrove trying to kind of take the bull by the horns as he opposes the Los Angeles Dodgers, the team that he beat as a reliever in Game 5 of the 2017 World Series. So it'll be interesting to watch how he performs tonight against Dave Roberts' club.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That'll bring back some memories for him. Seeing the Dodger blue.
We'll get to the starting lineups here momentarily. He just found out he's in the lineup again. Sean Rodriguez, as Jordy Mercer was a late scratch. We're not sure. We do know that there's a flu bug going around a little bit that had Francisco Cervelli a while back out, and most recently Josh Harrison. Mercer, we understand, had his scheduled off day on Sunday. Glenn Hurdle tries to do that for some of his regulars with an off day coming up. The Pirates had yesterday off, therefore giving Mercer what would have been 2 straight off days, and was in the lineup up until 5 minutes ago. We don't have the reason for Mercer's departure from the lineup.
Well, you know, Sean wants to get back out there tonight. This might be good for him to get right back at him. He had that tough error on a possible double play ball in St. Louis while playing shortstop. And he wants to go out there and do some positive stuff tonight to get this team a win.
They'll be facing Ross Stripling, who's won 3 straight starts. This will be his 18th appearance of the season and his 7th start since joining the rotation.
The numbers have been just fantastic since he's been in that rotation. Everything, a ton of strikeouts. He doesn't walk anybody. And, as I mentioned early on, the soft contact that he's been inducing. Not a stuff guy, that doesn't throw hard. In fact, his fastball, if you look at the velocity, is below average, but doesn't seem to matter to him. He's having great success and racking up the strikeouts.
So he's on the hill. Justin Turner is not in the starting lineup tonight. They're going with the hot hand. Max Muncy has been on fire. So Muncy will be at third base. Cody Bellinger, who has really struggled, has seen his playing time reduced thanks to the hot bat of Muncy. But Dave Roberts getting Bellinger back in there tonight against Joe Musgrove. So we will get a chance to see.
Sophomore jinx for Bellinger, maybe. Huh?
Well, Musgrove takes the field, and as his custom, he stops just before crossing the foul line in silent meditation, and then takes the hill. So far, so good. His 2 starts previously have come here at his new ballpark, PNC Park. So Big Joe making start number 3, and the Pirates really in need of a good series win. Start out with a W tonight if possible. 3-game hitting streak for Chris Taylor, 6 for 11 during this hot 3-game streak. Max Muncy, we mentioned. Yasmani Grandal, the switch hitting catcher. Matt Kemp, the National League's leading hitter, is in left. Jock Peterson in center. Yasiel Puig in right. Cody Bellinger, Logan Forsythe, and Ross Stripling, the starting 9 for the 29-30 Los Angeles Dodgers.
There's Musgrove's numbers in his 2 games. See, he's also been getting some strikeouts, 12 and 14 innings. But he's been showing some excellent control of just about everything he throws.
Honda defense in center field, Austin Meadows. So Starling Marte gets tonight off. Corey Dickerson in left. Gregory Polanco returns to the lineup in right. It's Colin Moran and Sean Rodriguez. On the left side of the infield, the Joshes on the right side. Harrison and Bell with Cervelli catching. 9th start in center field for Austin Meadows since making his Major League debut on May the 18th. Got the call up. He's played all 3 outfield positions. There is Sean Rodriguez. Bob talked about his rough game on Sunday in St. Louis. A potential double play that would have really quieted the Cardinals. Instead, it was an error, and everyone was safe. The next hitter, Marcell Ozuna, hit a grand slam, so it really made it hurt, that error. Francisco Cervelli behind the plate. Trying to get somebody's attention.
He's whistling at somebody.
Not happy that he didn't look his way. I think he was looking for Josh Bell for acknowledgement. That's what he's doing. Hey, look at me. I'm welcoming you here.
He's trying to.
Being a good host.
No, he's moving the defense around, Greg. Come on. That's what he was doing.
So Chris Taylor.
I don't think he tips his hat to his own guys.
I think he does. He just did it to his own dugout. He does both. He's a gentleman. And the first pitch, ball one. Jim Reynolds behind the plate. Didn't miss by much. 95 from Musgrove. Bob mentioned how he'll throw everything at you. Bruce Streckman at first. Roberto Ortiz at second. And Mike Estabrook at third. So Taylor's average on the year, 256. Big part of last year's division winning team. 104 wins for the Dodgers last year. 104 and 58. Like they were on a mission. And into the postseason they went, and it was a classic series, World Series against the Houston Astros. And Houston winning the series for the first time ever, and Joe Musgrove beating the Dodgers as a reliever in Game 5. Strikes him out looking. Nice start for Big Joe.
And right away shows off that location, his command. And fastball up and in, just catching the edge of the plate. There's Cervelli sitting right there. Didn't move the glove even an inch.
Now Max Muncy. Nine home runs for Muncy. Hit 2 on Sunday. This is a name seemingly out of nowhere. 9 home runs. I mean, honestly, on the radio side, John and I kind of scrambling, surprised that Max Muncy had 9 home runs, and we had not heard much about him. A former draft pick of the Oakland Athletics out of Baylor.
I think it was just a spring training, like an invite, right?
Yeah.
They sent that invitation to the right guy.
Signed him as a free agent in April of last year. A pair of homers to help the Dodgers sweep the Rockies at Coors Field. Chad Bettis serves up that first one the other way, and then once he pulls one and knew it, number 9. He had 5 home runs and 215 major league at bats before this season. A 27-year-old from Midland, Texas. Drafted by the A's out of Baylor 6 years ago. Talk a lot about draft picks tonight. Oh, speed got him. Strikeout looking, strikeout swinging.
It's like you just hit reset on the video game. It's back. I mean, that's a great changeup, but the location is impeccable.
Two up, two down. Struck out Taylor looking, Muncy swinging. Here's Yasmani Grandal, switch hitting catcher. And it's strike one. He's out in front, 0-2. Musgrove wasn't terribly impressive in the postseason. He did get that win in Game 5, pitching a scoreless 10th innings. The Dodgers fell to the Astros in extra innings. Game 5 of the World Series, 13-12, that wild one. Pitched in a couple of games against the Boston Red Sox in division play. A couple of innings of relief. Gave up a run against the Sox and then got 2 outs against the Yankees in the American League Championship Series. Gave up a couple of hits, a couple of runs. You see the shift. And got all 3. Big Joe striking out Taylor, Muncy, and Grandal. What a start. Back in the dugout now, and here's the RAV4 Pirates starting lineup. Josh Harrison, Austin Meadows, Francisco Cervelli, a dozen games in his career against the Dodgers, hitting .375 against Los Angeles. Josh Bell, Corey Dickerson, Colin Moran. And then the bottom third, Gregory Polanco, Sean Rodriguez. It was flu-like symptoms that forced Jordy Mercer out of the starting lineup, so Rodriguez in there and Musgrove pitching.
Stripling's numbers, for the whole season, not just as a starter. Real anxious to see the strikeouts and see how he's getting them. I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of swinging at borderline pitches for him to get a lot of strikeouts.
Well, there's one that catches the edge right there. Strike call.
I'm thinking a lot of chasing, maybe even out of the strike zone. That's got to be what's been going on.
Harrison, roller left side. And Taylor. And the defense behind Stripling. Max Muncy over there at third. Cody Bellinger across the diamond. Taylor, you just saw. Logan Forsythe, the veteran, at second. Matt Kemp, Jock Peterson, Yasiel Puig, and Yasmani Grandal. Catches Ross Stripling. 16th start for Muncy. He's bounced around. Puig having a strong season. Austin Meadows. Said this the other day, he's really become must-see TV, or see him in person at PNC Park right now. This continues to amaze what he has been doing. His early big league career. Colin Moran broke up the no-hit bid. Michael Wacha flirted with it on Sunday, and then Meadows singled off the flamethrower Jordan Hicks.
And that was it.
2 hits, both in the 9th. Michael Wacha flirting with the no-hitter. His college roommate at Texas A&M is pitching tonight. Good buddies, Ross Stripling and Michael Wacha. They were in that Aggies rotation. Remain good friends, of course. And 2-2 now on Austin Meadows. Stripling, 6'3", 225 pounds, born in Bluebell, Pennsylvania, toward the eastern part of the state. But grew up in Texas, near Fort Worth. Major League debut, speaking of no-hitters, how about that one? April 8th, 2016 against the Giants. 7 1/3 innings of no-hit ball, and then pulled after throwing 100 pitches. And now it's 3-2. As Meadows, who has drawn 2 walks now. He has 20 hits and 51 at-bats. And they've started to shift him. It's amazing how quickly you get a book on a guy. Well, the Cardinals started that. 3 infielders on the right side, and Forsythe makes the play.
They got kind of a soft tosser up there. Think, well, he's going to pull the ball. Let's move everybody over.
Well, Stripling, second time the Pirates have faced him. Bellinger is over. Four for 10 last year against Dodgers pitching. And Cervelli having a career year so far. This is game number 60 for the Pirates. Cervelli caught on Sunday on the off day yesterday, and you see where he was a year ago.
Watching Stripling's changeup, seen a couple now that really have great movement down and in the right-handers.
Up with it, nice little play there by Taylor, showing off some soft hands there. 1, 2, 3, nothing after 1.
Show your military appreciation and use hashtag #HatsOffForHeroes. T-Mobile will donate $1 for each post. and by the law firm of Bordas & Bordas. Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice. Let's go Bucks!
Head to the second inning, and hey, we know that guy. He's been around a while, but usually wearing the Ushers uni, but he's a fan these days. 100 years old, Phil Coyne.
Got some pretty nice seats tonight.
Yeah, he does.
Right behind the dugout.
Here's Matt Kemp, National League's Player of the Week. Look at that 429 average. He's found the fountain of youth.
Yeah, I was
in
just going
LA.
to say that. This is the Matt Kemp that LA had the first time around.
Sharply hit foul past third base coach Chris Woodward. Kemp was drafted in the 6th round in 2003 by the Dodgers. 4 years ago dealt to the Padres, part of the Yasmani Grandal deal. Time in Atlanta. Dealt to the Padres in 2014. 0-1 on Kemp. 0-2 now. That strike right there. Musgrove 4 games against the Dodgers in the World Series. Pitched 4 innings. He really didn't pitch all that much when you think about it in that postseason. Total of 6 2/3 innings. When the Pirates acquired him, they said with the extra work after the regular season. I haven't seen that at all from him. Pitch that misses that badly. It's his 3rd start. But, looked as though he was going to be able to stay on the active roster opening day. That didn't happen. Sharply hit and past Colin Moran. Matt Kemp. League leading batting average coming in of 344. And that'll go up.
That 2-2 pitch kind of set up that base hit. Did miss a long ways outside, as Greg said. 3-2. And then he had to come to him. And Kemp being as hot as he is right now, he's going to hit one hard, and he did.
Jock Peterson. Drives it deep to right. And a line drive home run. 2-0. Dodgers. Number 4.
Yeah, that one not really where he wanted to put that, I don't think. We would like to have run that inside maybe just a little bit, or elevated a little bit to try and get it on his hands. But
the Dodgers offensively have just been whacking the ball all over the place the last couple of weeks.
I think that was a slider that kind of stayed on the plate. Didn't really break as much as he would like.
Puig takes ball 1. That's the 10th home run that they've hit in the last 4 games. They scored 33 runs over the weekend in Denver. The last 18 games, they've hit 27 homers.
Only question was height. If they're going to be able to get over the Clemente wall. That's where he wanted to throw that pitch to Kemp. 2-2 pitch.
He comes back after the homer and strikes out Puig. It's the first homer that Musgrove has given up this season. Gave up 18 last year in 110 innings with Houston. Began the year in the rotation with the Astros, and then pitched extremely well out of the bullpen. Cody Bellinger trying to work his way out of a slump.
Another name on the long list of Dodger Rookie of the Year.
18 now for the Dodgers, with Bellinger winning it last year. This season, average has dipped to 225. He has just 5 hits in his last 54 at bats. It's an 0.93 average over the last 17 games.
Barely keeping that OPS over 700.
And it's 3-0 on Bellinger.
Just shows you how difficult this game can be. Here's a guy that the entire season had incredible success. And now it's like a different hitter. Less than 12 months later.
He was even benched in April. Dave Roberts pulled him from a game for lack of hustle. Thought he didn't bust it out of the box. Long run Dickerson, and he gets there. Corey Dickerson.
How about how far he slid before the ball hit his glove? You know, most guys, they'll catch the ball and slide. Dickerson, because he knows the fence is coming up, he's got to stop. He goes into that slide so that he can stop, but well before the ball gets to his glove. That's special play. I never saw him take a look at where the fence was either. Jeez. That's a lot of faith in knowing where you're at.
And knowing Dickerson, it's probably a lot of pregame work, knowing where you're at, stuff he does not take for granted.
It's kind of like a bat, maybe. He's got like echolocation.
Yeah, he goes out there all the time.
Beeps out so he knows where he's at. I think he's like a bat.
$2-0 on Logan Forsythe, hitting just .219. A single and a home run, and the Dodgers take the lead here in the second. Then a strikeout, and Bellinger retired on the fine play in foul territory by Dickerson. Jock Peterson's 4th home run. 3-1 count on Forsythe. Missed a lot of time last year, ended up hitting .224. Hammered to left. .3-1 pitch, ripped it.
Gets Stripling out of the way for next inning, if nothing else. It's an important base hit for the number 8 hitter to always get.
And the reflections across the way.
Sun setting in the west.
Stripling, 1 hit in 11 at bats. Career batting average, .068. 3 out of 44. And to center field. Put a charge into it, but Meadows is there. Two-run homer for Peterson, 2-0 LA.
As you heard a couple moments ago, Colin Moran was our guest on Twitter Tuesday, and he was fantastic in giving his answers, including to one of the questions, what was like being traded from Houston to Pittsburgh?
It was cool. I mean, obviously it's like a little bittersweet because you get to know guys on a personal level. So you miss a lot of your friends over there. But at the end of the day, it was really exciting. I was really pumped up to get the phone call to come over here and get an opportunity to play. And yeah, it's been a blast. Playing with all these guys and playing for the coaching staff. It's been awesome.
And certainly Colin Moran has made the most of the opportunity. He was blocked down with the Houston Astros. Alex Bregman was not going anywhere, so certainly he came to a good opportunity. And here he is, Greg and Bob, batting .281 with 5 homers and 25 RBIs in his first season in a Buccos uniform. And how about that debut that he made? A grand slam in the home opener. Couldn't have been a better start for Colin Moran here in a Pirates uniform in the North Shore, guys.
Yeah, fun to hear him talk to you, Robbie, about that feeling of hitting that first home run, a granny in his new home. Joe Musgrove, one of the other players that came over in the Garrett Cole deal with the Astros. Moran, Michael Felice, Musgrove, Jason Martin playing center field at AA Altoona. Ball one on Josh Bell. You also heard Colin tell Robbie that he and Bell saw each other a lot during the offseason, working out together. You see Jock Peterson, who hit the home run. One ball and one strike on Bell, hitless in his last 10 at bats. A second round pick of the Pirates in 2011. A couple of players here that grew up in the Fort Worth, Texas area. Bell and Stripling. Corey Dickerson on deck in the shift. Popped them up. Puig in.
So far, a lot of changing speeds. Upstairs with a fastball, downstairs with a changeup. pitching.
18th appearance, 7th start of the year. The 3rd lowest hard hit rate of any pitcher in baseball. Hard hit defined as a 95 miles per hour or harder exit velocity. So soft contact against Stripling, and Dickerson takes the strike. Eighth in the league in hitting at .313.
Comes that changeup. See the movement on that pitch? I mean, it's almost just a little bit more, and he'd start calling this a screwball. Watch this. Look at the side spin he put on it. See that ball go sideways and down?
Boy.
He threw one like that to Meadows, about that same spot. Meadows didn't swing at it. That was the first one I saw. I was like, now there's a swing and miss pitch for striking guys out. So Mike Marshall would be proud of that one.
He's got that changeup. He's really been causing opponents to swing and miss at the curveball lately. They're just 3 for their last 33 with 23 strikeouts against the curve. He's got it all going right now. Ross Stripling. And the other way, and a base hit for Corey Dickerson. An 0-2 pitch.
Curveball. See that big spin, the over. Taking that ball down and over the top type spin. Well, Corey can make some contact. He's got that real short swing. He's choking up.
Here's Colin Moran. 7 hits in his last 15 at bats.
Corey was a little late in seeing that. That's one if you take off right away, like right. And I was going to say that now, but that was kicked, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, Grandal.
Yeah, if
booted it.
You can't anticipate the kick. You see the ball bounce and it's laying there. You don't know they're going to kick it to the side. Nice job laying off that slider, cutter. What's Ross call that pitch? Slider.
What do you think?
Right. Here
we got. You just talked about the Dodgers. It's 2 months into the season, but we're already talking about all-star games, and now we think about Rookie of the Year candidates. The handful in the National League. This guy's name.
Well, he's certainly one of them.
He's up there. He's second in the league. This is among all rookies now. Second in hitting, tied for second in RBIs, second in hits, third in total bases, second in on-base percentage, fifth in slugging, third in walks.
And Greg, and this is something that you can't really see on that stat sheet, is the important hits he's gotten. Important home runs. The home runs he's hit. Meaningful moments. And then who would break up the double, or not the double play, the no-hitter.
Mm-hmm. As a pinch hitter.
Yeah, as a pinch hitter comes in and breaks up the no-hitter. So he is not only getting the hits, I mean, he is doing it when it counts, when there's something on the line. He's been coming up big. And that's the kind of thing you got to really watch him night after night, day after day to get a feel for that. But that's the way he has come across so far this year in the first couple months of the season.
Dickerson takes off, fouled off. Well, Grandal's only thrown out 3 runners trying to steal this year, 26 attempts. Stripling, his career 12 steals by the opponents, only 2 have been caught. He's got the sleeve that we saw David Ross of the Cubs used to wear that.
What do you think's on that?
I don't know.
It's like an announcer schedule.
Let's see, I'm working Tuesday with Bob on radio.
That's the yellow ones.
Yeah.
The spring training announcer schedule. Those are the ones that are all the different colors.
Yeah. Taking off on the 3-2, and it's a called 3rd strike, and it's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. As Taylor applies the tag on Dickerson. Still 2-0 LA. Surprising Mariners a game up on the Astros in the American League West. And yeah, as Dan said, the injured shortstop Corey Seager out for the year. Tommy John surgery, ligament replacement, that right arm, as Chris Taylor, who applied that tag on the strike him out, throw him out, inning-ending double play, starts things off here against Joe Musgrove. Musgrove struck out the side in order to begin the ball game. Then gave up a leadoff hit to Matt Kemp last inning, and the home run, the line drive shot by Jock Peterson. Chris Taylor, Max Muncy, Yasmani Grandal. Second time around against Musgrove. We're going to talk to the Pirates' first-round pick. The outfielder, Travis Swaggerty, will join us in the bottom of this 3rd inning. And line to left. 0-2 pitch.
Not a horrible 0-2 pitch. Went down and got it.
We'll bring up Max Muncy. Some other news and notes. JD Martinez, first player in the majors to reach 20 home runs this season, as the Boston Red Sox are leading Detroit 4-0. Jordan Montgomery is out for the year, the lefty for the Yankees. Tommy John. Chris Archer, the Rays, goes on the DL with an abdominal strain. Another DL move by the Red Sox. Drew Pomeranz, biceps injury, goes on the 10-day disabled list. There's Max Muncy. You saw Cervelli go out, first visit for the Pirates. One of the other impressive things about Musgrove, his moves, and picked off, I think it was a Cub last start at second base. Perfect timing.
Yeah, that was a first and second bunt situation. And they put the pickoff play on, trying to keep the runner. Can't remember now who it was.
Addison Russell.
Yeah, that's right. Trying to keep him honest so he doesn't get a good jump. Trying to get to third base, and it was a perfectly placed throw.
Well, that was in on him, but Muncy delivers on an 0-1 pitch, and it's first and second.
Musgrove even had good command of his pickoff throws.
But now, down 2-0, he faces Yasmani Grandal with 2 on and nobody out.
Facing a pretty hot pitcher tonight. I'm gonna fall behind by much. You're looking for a ground ball and get a double play with.
There's another first rounder. Grandal by the Cincinnati Reds out of the University of Miami in 2010.
They dominate those first rounders.
Joe Musgrove, a supplemental first round pick of the Toronto Blue Jays in 2011. He was the 46th overall choice that year in baseball. Traded to the Astros, part of the Jay Happ deal. Pickoff try and off of Sean Rodriguez's glove.
A similar situation. It wasn't a bunt situation. They weren't bunting with their number 3 hitter, but first and second. Sean Rod went cutting in there, and I'm guessing went to try and get the tag before he caught the ball. Well, no, he was late getting there. He wasn't going to put a tag down. Costly error possibly with a base hit here. They're going to score 2 now. 2 runs in scoring position.
3-0 on Grandal with Kemp on deck, and Sean Rodriguez just really having trouble now with the glove. Swinging on the 3-0.
Wow, just challenging. That was the center square. I mean, when they give you the green light 3-0, this is the pitch you're supposed to swing at. Fastball center square. And they will continue giving him the green light with selections like that. Another one. Got that 2 in a row. A swing and a miss, and then just barely getting a piece of it to foul it off. So I'm guessing they're going to go back with the fastball again. Maybe not necessarily right in that center square, but.
Got him looking.
He doesn't like the call. Is that the cutter, Greg?
I think it might have been.
This was the pitch I talked about a few times, a backdoor cutter that he's able to throw. Look at that. It doesn't break much. It breaks about 3 inches. Doesn't say anything.
Trying to watch the scoreboard to see if they're going to replay it.
Right. See when it gets back inside if he wants.
Fly ball to shallow left. Dickerson racing in. Runner at third is tagging, and Dickerson's going to throw to second.
That's a smart throw by Dickerson. Got to know your limitations. And, you know, he might have got lucky there. You throw behind the runner when he's not expecting it.
Pirates appeal at third, just in case. I think you're right, Bob. Bottom line is he knows, there's no doubt, very limited with that arm.
So it kind of looked like he was loading up to throw home, and then came right to second. You know, see if he can get Muncy sleeping.
Well, Taylor scoring on a shallow pop to left, and now Jock Peterson. Bounces this ball foul.
I think get out of this with just that 1 run scoring after having second, third, nobody out. I think that's a pretty good result.
It's Turner Ward, former Pirate, and the Dodgers hitting coach. They have an assistant hitting coach, a former Pirate now, Brant Brown. 0-2. Including the postseason. Look at those numbers. 3 homers, 3 for 3, 6 ribbies for Peterson against Musgrove. Hit hard, but picked by Bell.
Had it played perfectly right at him.
Against Ross Stripling, Gregory Polanco, Sean Rodriguez, Joe Musgrove. There is former first-round pick Austin Meadows, off to such a great start in the major leagues, and we are pleased to be joined now on the telephone. With us is the Pirates' first-round pick from last night, 10th overall in baseball, Travis Swaggerty, out of the University of South Alabama, left-handed hitting outfielder. Travis, we saw the MLB Network, and you had many of your family members on hand, your girlfriend, to celebrate what was just an unbelievable moment. And you said during the break, it's still kind of a whirlwind, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, just all the stress and anxiety leading up toward it, just to figure out where I'm going, you know, and where I'm going to eventually have to raise a family someday. So it was definitely a huge deal.
It was interesting to hear your scouting report. You know, run, hit with power, can really throw the ball. What do you look at as the best thing you bring to the table?
I think it's not so much speed, but just how hard I go on defense and on offense. I think I make a difference, you know, with my speed in the outfield and on the base pass. I think, you know, the bat will play, but I think, you know, the speed will stay with me or longer than anything else, and that'll make the most impact on any game.
You're pretty familiar, I understand, with the wooden bat also.
Oh, yeah. I definitely feel more comfortable with the wood bat in my hand, so I'm super excited to not have to pick up a metal bat again.
We're watching some video of Travis Swaggerty, the Pirates' first-round pick from last night.
And we can see that speed right now as we're watching this video. You could fly on those bases, that's for sure. And now you're trotting when you just hit a home run, so they're showing off some of that power of yours too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to, you know, pimp any homers. You know, I don't want to, you know, give the wrong message or, you know, get one of my players hurt or myself hurt by getting hit, you know, because that's how today's game goes. If you embarrass a pitcher, you know, they'll come back and bite you.
Travis, how much did you know about the Pirates, and were you anticipating the Pirates as a possible match?
To be honest with you, I really didn't know that much about the Pirates. Yeah, I didn't really grow up a fan of really any team. Like, I just kind of loved watching baseball. So, but I kind of knew. I didn't know at the time that I was getting picked, but I knew beforehand, like, you know, if I get to the 10th pick, I know the Pirates like me a lot, and that might be where I go. So I was on the edge of my seat probably for, you know, after the 5th pick. I was like, all right, let's see what happens. I'm not sure, but you know, I'm very happy with and very pleased with, you know, the Pirates taking me. It's been a blessing. Can
you take us through exactly what happened, the process of it? Who calls you? Who tells you? When do you find out that you're the pick of the Pirates?
Oh, I didn't know anything. I mean, everything. My advisor was he was on the phone. He was making the phone calls and that. I was sitting in the dugout at the studio, and I didn't have my phone on me. I was just sitting there. I heard my name called, and it was just like, oh man, like I'm a Pirate now. Like, oh, here it is. Like I had zero clue that it was happening. So I kind of like that it was a surprise.
Yeah, that's wild, because most times at some point just before the draft, you usually find out who's going to take you. But for you to learn when everybody else does, that's wild.
Yeah, that's kind of a neat thing to be able to share that first reaction with you know, everybody there, and obviously with everybody watching on the television. Your emotions and everything. It's fantastic to watch.
Yeah, it was super exciting. And, you know, I didn't really know anything before because, you know, the first 3 to 5 picks were pretty, I mean, set. And then after that, it was just like, okay, what are these other teams going to do? Like, the draft never goes how people think it's going to go. So that's why I just was on the edge of my seat the whole time. I had no idea beforehand. I didn't know. I mean, I had zero clue.
Let's see.
Well, what comes next? Is there any kind of a timetable in mind about you know, the next set of moves?
I think it's just whenever I can get out to PNC and do my press conference that I have to do. I don't know when that is, but you know, as soon as it can be, I'll do it. And I just want to get started. So I think after that, I'll report to wherever I have to report and start playing.
Well, we look forward to seeing you when you do. Travis, congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Travis Swaggerty. The Buccos trail here, 3-zip, heading to the 4th.
Fourth inning. Toyota, what drives you?
Well, Austin Meadows knows what Travis Swaggerty was going through last night, as does Colin Moran, former first rounders.
Well, he just got to be so excited right now. Just when will he finally get to sleep?
Yes, exactly
I
right.
mean, he just laying there thinking about what lies ahead. It'll be a while.
And for him to talk about already thinking about
raising
his
family.
family.
Yeah.
You know, what town am I going to raise my family in? Well, now he knows. Pittsburgh.
Well, this is a great one to raise your family in. There's no doubt about that. As one of our old colleagues used to say.
Yasiel Puig struck out in the second. One of 5 strikeouts for Musgrove. Two-run homer by Jock Peterson in the second. Unearned run last inning. An error on Sean Rodriguez. Jordy Mercer was scratched because of flu-like symptoms. Puig last year hit 28 homers and drove in 74. There was a time a couple of years ago the talk in baseball was the Dodgers were looking to unload him.
There's a lot of baggage at that time.
Drives this ball deep. Meadows back. Puig homers over the center field fence. His 7th. Four nothing.
That ball was low middle. That was that cutter that every time get the strikeout looking. This one was right down the pipe, a little above the knees.
Cody Bellinger now. Puig, 7 home runs.
It's the thing about that cutter, that the location is really important. Because if it does stay in the middle of the plate, then it's just a fastball that's not as fast as the normal one. You want it just shaving off one side of the plate, or maybe backdooring the edge like he did on the strike 3 pitch. Don't ever want that cutter in the middle of the plate. Yeah, that's where you want to put it. Get it in on the inside corner, try to jam somebody.
You could hear Musgrove say, "I got it." Then Josh Bell calling him off.
I don't think we'll see that all year, and I can't remember the last time we did see it. When's the last time you saw that, Greg? A pitcher go to the dugout railing and say, "I got it"?
I don't remember the last time.
Did he really say, "I got it"?
I thought I heard him say, "I got it" here. And then he's being yelled off. Or called off. See?
Yeah, he said, "I got it." Wow. I've seen guys go over there to kind of help out with, you're okay, that sort of thing. You get close to the railing, but never try and catch that one yourself.
Forsythe, the fly ball to Meadows. Another home run for the Dodgers. They hit 9 over the weekend in Denver, and they've hit 28 in their last 18 games. During this stretch, they have scored 98 runs. The pitcher, Ross Stripling. Moran, the scoop. Gets him.
The accuracy of Collins on.
Always. Puig homers. 4-0 LA.
Pirates and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yasiel Puig hits the home run. 4-0. Dodgers going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Ivan Nova simulated game today. A couple of innings as he tries to come back from that finger soreness. And our Allegheny Health Network injury update. Feeling better, but that just a couple of innings, so no determination yet on what his next step would be. He's a veteran, and most veterans, well, shouldn't say most. Ones that we have seen here in the past usually prefer not to go down, do a rehab, but he sounded open to it. Ivan Nova. See what the Pirates decide to do, but nothing imminent. In the meantime, Pirates have to figure out something with the offense. Ross Stripling, second time through. Got Jay Hay to bounce out in the first.
Get your hand out there. See that guard that he wears on that left hand now, the back of it, just in case he is a little tardy. Pulling the hand out of the way. Won't get it broke anymore. There's that black cover that's going over the white and yellow glove of his.
Late decision, and there's a
It's
chase.
a bad pitch.
He has struck out 5 straight, has Stripling.
Not blowing the fastball by anybody. Jay just swung at a bad pitch on that one. Curveball well up out of the strike zone.
Meadows bounced into that shift right to the second baseman, Forsythe. Heard Robbie tell you that his brother Parker, drafted by the Tigers,
change up again. He was able to say no to. First at bat.
Dodgers picked him in the 5th round in 2012 out of Texas A&M. 1-2. 2 years after they drafted him, he underwent Tommy John surgery. Missed all of 2014. Two and two. So Max Muncy is the third baseman over on the right side. Shortstop Taylor stays put. And off the glove, he recovers in the dirt, hits Meadows. See how they rule it.
Another one of those plays, Greg.
Yeah.
You got 2 guys behind you that can catch this ball.
Give him a base hit on it. But yeah, guys right behind the mound are stationed, but the pitcher goes after it.
Taylor or Muncy could have easily made that play if he just gets out of the way. We've been talking about that for at least a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
About pitchers not letting that ball go through to the infielder.
They just all seem to want to make a play on it. Francisco Cervelli retired on a fine play by Taylor in the 1st.
With me, it came with just experience. The more and more you're out there, the more you realize, hey,
Let it go.
Yeah, let's let it go. Get your glove out of the way. Let the experts handle it behind you. But when you're younger, yeah, you think you can catch everything. And every time you just knock one down, well, now it's a fire drill.
Out in front of Cervelli, 0-2. .375 career hitter against the Dodgers. Stripling last started against Pittsburgh a couple of years ago. Chopper. Stripling will let it go. Foul.
Read somewhere today that his nickname is Kick and Strip. That seemed like a long nickname.
Very much so.
Yeah, so I'm like taking a chicken strip with a pinch of salt. But it's clever. It's just
doesn't flow.
No, it's
There's Jay Bell, Josh Bell.
doesn't sound like a nickname.
Right. 1 ball, 2 strikes, down 4. Pirates looking for something. Get them going here. Rattle Stripling. Pirates have lost 12 of their last 16. While the Dodgers have won 13 of their last 17. We're talking about the Mariners earlier. Dan Potash had a game break. They continue to surprise. Since May 17th, the Dodgers are tied with the Mariners for the best record in baseball. Big 3-2 pitch. Do it again. It'll be the 8th pitch Cervelli sees in this at bat.
And Meadows not running on the 3-2 pitch. They had Dickerson on the move earlier in the game. It ended up being to strike him out, throw him out though. This time Meadows did not go.
And popped it up. Puig calls off Forsythe. Cervelli pops out for the second out here in the 4th, and it brings up Josh Bell. He flied out to Puig in the 2nd. Stripling with 5 straight strikeouts before the hit off his glove by Meadows. A belated happy 92nd birthday wish to Allie Nelson. She watches all the games with friends and caretakers in Scottsdale, PA at Joella's personal care home. Favorite players at the plate now, Josh Bell. Allie Nelson went to her first game with her dad at Forbes Field in 1936. So happy birthday, Allie. Recently celebrated her 92nd birthday. And rooting for Josh here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Love to see this guy get the bat going. We talked about Cody Bellinger, what a great year he had. Well, Bell had a great rookie season. But like so many rookies, going as far back as records show, a lot of times that second year extremely difficult. Try and counter punch, as Clint Hurdle likes to say. They try and figure you out.
Sophomore jinx is what it is.
Now he goes down on strikes, number 6 for Stripling, and it's 4-0. Dodgers lead. We're going to get to our Lowe's whole team together. The Bucks with a number of former first rounders. Jameson Taillon was a second overall pick in 2010. Joe Musgrove, we mentioned him. 2011, 46th overall choice. Kyle Crick in the Pirates bullpen, 49th overall in 2011. Colin Moran, 6th overall in 2013. And Austin Meadows, 9th overall in 2013. There's J-Mo, 2nd overall in 2010. He will pitch on Thursday afternoon. Brief 3-game homestand. Trevor Williams, he was seated next to Williams. Williams will start tomorrow night against Caleb Ferguson, who will be called up from AAA to make his major league debut for the Dodgers tomorrow night. Chris Taylor, base hit last time up. Now playing shortstop every day with the injury to Seager. Taylor, kind of a nondescript start to his career. Really came into his own last season. 21 homers for the Dodgers.
Yeah, they had a hard time finding a place for him to play. It was all over the diamond. Got moved out to the outfield. Trying to get that bat in the lineup.
He was a 5th round pick of the Mariners 2012. Dodgers picked him up 2 summers back. Dave Roberts, Bob Guerin, his bench coach, Cody Bellinger. There's Rodriguez for the first out. Bring up Max Muncy, who's 1 for 2. So Musgrove makes his 3rd start tonight, and we check out the road ahead for the Pirates. It'll be Trevor Williams, as we mentioned, Caleb Ferguson making his major league debut. Just 2 AAA starts with this former 38th round pick in 2014, and then Jameson Taillon goes for the Pirates on Thursday against Dennis Santana. And a foul ball hit by Muncy. J-Mo looked awfully strong in his last start. 8 shutout frames against the Cardinals in St. Louis on Friday. Still 0-2 on Muncy. Yasmani Grandal on deck for the Dodgers. Again, 104 wins last year. Due in large part to a phenomenal run that started just about a year ago at this time. The Dodgers went 43-7 beginning on June the 7th last year. The best 50-game run in the major league since 1912. How often we talk about you just can't predict what's going to happen in a baseball season. Who could have predicted that? Chase Utley, the veteran infielder, part of that run last year.
Got to be the most difficult game there is, don't you think, to try and predict anything? It's just so long, so many games, so much can happen. Guys come out of nowhere, have big years. Other guys take a big step backwards. You have huge injuries.
use the DL a lot like they did last season with guys like Rich Hill, who's on the DL again. Now it's 3-2. Full count on Muncy. Grandal to follow, and then Kemp. Just missed.
Not by much. It actually looked like it caught the strike zone, but they didn't get that call.
First walk. Brings up Grandal. Latest injury update. Clayton Kershaw made one start, then went back on the disabled list. Rich Hill, those blister issues. Tom Kohler has been on the 60-day DL. Kenta Maeda, a right hip injury, landed him on the DL. Hyunjin Ryo is out with a groin injury. And Rich Hill, 115 of their regular season games were started by pitchers on more than the customary 4 days rest last year. They were running pitchers in and out of there all season. Rick Honeycutt, the Dodgers pitching coach. But
how many of their pitchers made 32 starts last year?
I think only Kershaw was Kershaw 30 starts last year? I think.
Because I mean that was the whole. And this is going to be routine looking. I mean that was the whole purpose behind that.
Spend Father's Day at the ballpark. Pirates play the Reds June 17th, 1:35. Kids and dads will get replica batting practice caps thanks to Kennywood. And don't forget the Family Fun Zone out on Federal Street before the game and after the game. Kids and dads can run the bases. Go to pirates.com/kidsdays for tickets. Father's Day coming up on Sunday, June 17th. The Pirates will host the Reds.
But last year they were able to use that 10-day DL to really rotate a bunch of guys through their starting rotation and keep some guys fresh. I mean, there were scenarios where somebody would throw a shutout or maybe 7 or 8 shutout innings, and then they'd go on the DL, and you wouldn't see them again for 10 days. But when they had the depth they had, they could do that kind of thing.
Popped up right side. Harrison way out there to make the catch to get Kemp and keep the Dodgers off the board. Bucks down 4. impressive start in the big leagues may seem surprising, and we also want to welcome in Brockway cable viewers in the Brockway area. Thank you for your support on AT&T Sportsnet. Welcome Brockway Cable, Brockway, Pennsylvania. Talking about Inside Pirates baseball coming up in a moment, but you see the Dodgers leading 4-0. And there is Joe Musgrove, who gave up the 2-run homer to Jock Peterson in the second. Unearned run in the third, and then the home run to Yasiel Puig in the fourth. And the Pirates just unable to figure out another one of those Texas A&M guys. Ross Stripling's buddy and roommate at Texas A&M almost no-hit the Pirates on Sunday. In the very next game, they're facing Ross Stripling, and he's given up 2 hits, 1 infield single off his glove. Dickerson.
Yeah, definitely a tainted single.
Yeah. Dickerson's single was a solid hit to left. And with 2 strikes, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Stripling has struck out 6.
This is where he had Dickerson when he got his hit, the 0-2 pitch. And Dickerson, look how much he's choking up now.
Collected hit number 66 on the year, his first time up. Good for 5th place tie in the National League.
Look at that. Outside. Hey, Greg, do you think this year we're seeing a little bit of a resurgence of guys that aren't stuff guys, just pitchers that are doing well, or am I just maybe noticing it?
That the stuff isn't wowing you as much?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not
pitching.
like it seemed like everybody had to throw 96 to get a starter's job.
Well, now it's like,
and now you're seeing, I think this year we're starting to see some guys that, more and more. I'm sure there's still the guys that throw 98 out there, but more and more guys that are just kind of pitching, putting a little on, subtracting a little, taking off, control really big, moving the ball in and out.
Is he going to do it again? 2 strikes, single up the middle. You might be right, Bob. Hadn't thought about that, but
I mean, there might be nothing to it. Maybe I'm just, when we see a guy like that, it stands out to me. That's like, okay, look, here's a guy that not really a hard thrower, but he's having some pretty good success.
It's funny, like all those guys, the impressive stuff guys, are now coming out of the bullpen.
Could be.
Tyler Glass now.
There's a very impressive stuff guy right there. Rush it up there in the upper 90s every night.
Colin Moran struck out looking in the second part of a strike him out, throw him out double play. Dickerson was on the move. Picked there by Grandal. Leadoff single for Corey Dickerson with 2 strikes, by the way. That's the 28th time he's picked up a hit on an 0-2 count. That's in the top 10. Like Scooter Gennett of the Reds has 30 such hits. And nice play by Bellinger. Oh, dropped. Safe at second base. In his haste to try and get a double play turn, Taylor dropped it.
Hey, Bellinger gave him a great feed. Very quick, right on the money. Huh. Look at this feed. I mean, that's going to hit him right in the chest if he missed it.
Taylor charged with the air. Looking, you could see that great shot, looking at the bag and where Moran was, not the ball. Well, here's an opening for the Pirates.
The door is open a little bit. Seems like, Rick, it doesn't matter what happens early in a game. There's always one point where you are going to have an opportunity to get back into it.
Can you take advantage of it? And here is Gregory Polanco, who struck out to start the third. And a first pitch strike on the inside corner to Polanco. Pirates continue to show great faith in Polanco. They've gone to this, I mean, it's no secret, they've gone to this 4 outfielder rotation because they don't want Polanco to not to drop in confidence. It's important for the Pirates. They feel like Polanco's such a big bat. He is. They can get it going, how meaningful it would be. But they don't want that confidence to dip. We're talking about how Dickerson hasn't caught or played left field all that much in his career. They want to give him an occasional day off. Marte, Clint Hurdle talked about it today. He's taking off today as a starter because he's recently back of the oblique, and someone said, is this done because you're concerned at all? I said, no, it's preventative. They want to prevent a further injury. Two and two, but it all comes down to Polanco. And this is it. Getting an opportunity in this 4 outfielder rotation. And this is the Pirates' opportunity. When Polanco drives in at least a run, the Bucks are 14-2 this year. Drilled it, but foul. Long way.
Straighten this one out just a little bit.
Stripling has given up just 3.
That's that one, though, that up and in there. It's so hard to hit that ball hard, get the head of the bat on it, and keep it fair. Very difficult. The location of that pitch.
So it landed in the river, foul. Dickerson the base hit, and the error by the shortstop Taylor. Continue to try and pound him in. Way in, 3-2. Stripling doesn't like to walk anybody. He has allowed 9 this season in about 53 innings of work.
What will he throw here after that up and in?
Struck him out.
Just went fastball. As you said, didn't want to walk anybody. They challenged him with that one. That's right over the outside half of the plate. That's not, you know, everybody likes to pound him in. We've talked about that all year, but there are times when he does get his pitch, and that's when he's got to hit. That one, there's no trouble keeping it fair. that was a case there, I think, Greg, is he's very concerned of a change-up, breaking ball. He's going to try and run that little slider in on my hands. A lot of stuff going on, and you're just a tick late on the fastball because you're concerned with that other stuff. Always have to be ready to hit the fastball, maybe not pull the fastball, but be able to put it in play, at least back through the middle.
Well, the big strikeout, and Stripling, Grandal confer before Rodriguez steps in. He struck out in the third. This is another player so popular, and the Pirates feel so important to the culture of the clubhouse. They just really need to get him going.
Absolutely, that is
it's critical.
Great way to put it is. And he is a, one of the guys you could say is the heart of that clubhouse. Need to get that back going.
Struck out for the 36th time in 97 at bats in the third inning. Rodriguez hitless in his last 11 ABs and 2 for his last 23. Starling Marte on deck. Joe Musgrove.
I don't think Joe's going to hit here. He's ready though. What was that he had on the bat? Some high-tech weight.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Haven't seen one of those
yet. It is high tech. He wants to hit. See if Sean Rodriguez can give the Pirates a reason to let him hit. Glass now ready. Oh, there it is.
What kind of dog is that, Greg?
It's the world famous Weimaraner.
It's always amazing how well behaved those breed is.
Yeah. Just foul. It is a pup night, by the way. 2-2. Still waiting for Higgins. I don't think Higgins has made her appearance yet. That's not Higgins.
And I'm waiting for us to do a game from the pup night. I want to be with the dogs.
The Caputos still haven't brought Lars. Still waiting for Lars for a debut. Although I think Lars has made an appearance on occasion down near the truck.
I've seen Lars down by the truck.
Oh, that's a good dog. See, sit. Just say it about 20 times. Sit. No, still not doing it. But what a good dog.
Put your nose against the lens there.
I love that. Those commands. Say it about 50 times. It'll sit.
Aw. Beagle, right? Is that what it is?
Looks like it.
He's taking a night off of work and coming to the ball game.
Taking a night off of work. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And popped it up. Back behind home plate and out of play. Well, if anything, Stripling has had to work here to the point where that bullpen phone might ring at some point.
83 pitches. It's just the 5th inning.
This is the 25th pitch of this inning coming up to Sean Rodriguez. 7 strikeouts for Stripling. His season high 10. Punched out 10 Padres 2 starts back. And that is going to be playable in foul territory. 2 outs. So Starling Marte will be announced as the pinch hitter. And that'll be it for Musgrove. Going just 5 innings tonight in his 3rd start. 4 runs, 3 of them earned.
We know that he's a big-time competitor. He's not liking that scoreboard tonight. Maybe Marte can change that scoreboard around in one swing.
Scouting report, Rick Honeycutt. Going over the report here on Marte. Marte 1 for 3 in the past against Stripling, and
if I remember right, I think Rick Honeycutt was the opposing pitcher in my first start as a Pirate.
who'd you what team did you face?
The Dodgers.
All right, well, was that such a crazy question?
No.
Is it possible that Honeycutt played for somebody other than the Dodgers?
I just said the Dodgers.
You said that he was the opposing pitcher as a Pirate. You
and
didn't say
you
the
said
Dodgers.
What team? And I said the Dodgers.
Uh-huh.
So was there an inflection in my voice?
Yeah, you go, the Dodgers.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
All right.
Honeycutt did play for more than just one team in the big leagues.
But he did play for the Dodgers.
Now you sound like Vin. He played for the Dodgers. Marte batting for Musgrove. Marte 1 for his last 13, hitless in his last 12. Now Stripling out in front, 0-2. His last start was against the Phillies at Dodger Stadium. Gave up 1 run in 7 innings on 4 hits, 92 pitches. Stripling 1 out away from 5 shutout frames, while Marte looks for that elusive big Pirates hit. Spark this club, get him on the board. Slap to right field, base hit. Dickerson going to be held. The great arm of Yasiel Puig, and they are loaded.
Yeah, a lot of teams put their big arms in right field, and this right field is not very deep. So now they get to move forward, and Puig quickly gets to this hard hit line drive. And nothing the Pirates can do, especially being down the way they are. You got to be a little conservative on the bases.
Down 4. Now a big swing here from Josh Harrison.
Puig had that ball in his glove before Dickerson even got to third. No chance of scoring.
Jay Hay, a fly ball to left. Pirates leave the bases loaded. Down 4 through 5 innings.
Pup Night and Twitter Tuesday. Andrew Broadwater asks Colin Moran, do you have any dogs? If so, what is your favorite breed?
We have a golden retriever, Lily. We got her in 2015, and she's awesome. She's you know, a blast to be around every day, obviously, and me and my wife try to, spoil her as much as we can.
Colin Moran and his wife just married this past December, so they don't have any kids yet, so they are pup parents. So if you're ever roaming around the Shady Side area of Pennsylvania and you see the guy that looks like Colin Moran walking a dog, there's a good chance it's him, Greg and Bob.
I would have guessed Irish setter for him. The golden retriever surprised me. Lily.
Something stoic, though.
Yes. Yep. Tyler Glass now.
Remember the second dog that Chevy Chase had on in that movie where he moved out to the country?
Oh yeah, Animal Farm.
Yeah. You remember the second dog?
The one he inherited.
The first one ran off.
Funny Farm. I'm sorry, Funny Farm. Not
the second one had was so laid back, like he had to pull the dog's tail out of the fireplace.
Yes.
Now that was a stoic dog.
That was a great movie.
And I think that was either a golden lab or a yellow lab.
Maybe. Jacques Peterson. The home run in the second off of Joe Musgrove. That's all that the Dodgers have needed so far.
Really bailing out on that one. It's like, whoop.
And to right, Polanco over towards the out. We have a Point Park University tweet. We asked about the Caputo's dog, Lars. Hey, Lars
There's
tweeted out.
Lars, he's in the truck.
Yes. Why do we have to work Sundays? Lars wants to know. That's a good dog.
Nice as that. Look at they got hardwood floors. In that truck.
Kidding?
What's going on?
All the comforts of home in that truck. Puig homered in the fourth. Musgrove 5. Now Tyler Glass now. You know he's been pitching much better lately out of the bullpen. And Bob, you'll be happy to know that a pair of Hart High School products were selected yesterday in the first day of the amateur draft. Cole Roederer and Paul Rashan. More Hart High School products.
It's like a mine.
It's a factory.
Like a diamond mine.
Yes.
No, that's not a factory.
Oh, okay.
They supply the raw material.
Yes, you're right. Yep.
And that goes to the factory and then gets the finished product. It's the raw materials.
This past weekend, 4 Hart grads pitched in the major leagues on the same day. Trevor Bauer, James Shields, Mike Montgomery, and Tyler Glass now. And this Hart High School product strikes out Yasiel Puig.
I mean, and this is getting to be a pretty good trend, don't you think, with Glass now and coming out of the bullpen? Just every time is a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. The command, where he's throwing the ball. You know, the walks, we're not talking about that anymore. And that was an outstanding hook, by the way.
And this might be an opportunity. I'm kind of waiting to see the Pirates do this, really stretch him out and see what he can do. In fact, Neil Huntington talked about that on his radio show on Sunday. We brought up the idea that in the past, Clint Hurdle and the Pirates have had the the guy they went to in the 7th, 8th, and 9th, even the 6th inning. But Pirates general manager said this year it's going to be more flexible. Clint Hurdle is going to start having guys go multiple innings, not just Glass now and Brault, but guys like Kyle Crick and others. Leading up to the 9th. 3-1 now on Bellinger. Oh, hammered to center. Deep into the shrubbery. Number 9 for Bellinger. 5-0. And again, the long ball for the Dodgers. 29 now in their last 18 games.
But even the good cut action that Glass now has. Remember earlier I said that the cutter, when it's in the middle of the plate, is just kind of like a fastball that's not quite as fast as the other one. Even as hard as he throws his cutter, you need to get that ball, especially those left-handers, elevated a little bit and in toward their hands. That's what he did to Peterson. The first hitter of this inning, he got that ball up and jammed him, a lazy fly ball. Saw that little white blur? That was the baseball.
Look at that pitch just thrown. Ball 1. Bellinger. Dave Roberts tries to get him going. Two and 1 on Forsythe. And now the Pirates down 5. Looks like that'll be it for Stripling. Pinch hitter coming out on deck. Kike Hernandez. Struck him out looking, but Bellinger adds to the lead. It's now 5-zip LA.
By Barrel Automotive. Our service centers are now open evenings and weekends. Visit barrelservice.com for more. And by Allegheny Health Network, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates and fans like you. Let's go Bucks!
It's been rough on the Pirates so far, down 5. on a pup night. Jock Peterson, part of this home run trio, along with Yasiel Puig and Cody Bellinger. 2-run homer for Peterson in the second. Puig homered in the fourth, and Bellinger in the top of the sixth inning. Now Scott Alexander takes over for Ross Stripling.
Alexander's numbers: ERA at 4, just a little over 4.
Austin Meadows. One and one on Meadows. He owns one of the 4 Pirates hits. Singled off Ross Stripling's glove last time up. Facing another lefty. He actually hit lefties better this season at AAA Indy.
Yeah, this is one of those scenarios where you're always bringing in a lefty because you look at the names on the lineup, but Meadows hits lefties better, Cervelli hits lefties better, Bell hits lefties better, Dickerson hits lefties pretty good, even Moran, Polanco. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal, I think, with most of the Pirates bringing in a lefty. That doesn't really affect them too much.
Little tapper. They get him. It will bring up Francisco Cervelli. Coming up on Saturday, June 16th, Pirates and Reds. Before the game, out on Federal Street, there will be a Margaritaville block party featuring live music, food trucks, and autographs from 1960 Cy Young Award winner Vernon Law. Plus, first 20,000 fans will get a Hawaiian shirt, a Pirates Hawaiian shirt, thanks to AT&T Sportsnet. 4:05 game, Saturday, June 16th. Go to pirates.com for tickets. 4:05, Pirates Reds. The block party on Federal Street.
Good looking shirt.
Yeah, Vernon Law going to be out there signing autographs, and the first 20,000 fans get a Pirates Hawaiian shirt. In the rotunda, Francisco Cervelli.
Need to get a whole bunch of those runners.
It's bounced to short, popped to shallow right. The Dodgers, with their good run, have moved to within just a game of the Diamondbacks in the National League West. Knocked down by Muncy, but a hit for Cervelli.
Went right in the glove, right back out. You know why he got this hit, Greg, is because of that banner.
Yes.
Showing the speed.
Yep.
And here it is.
Yep.
Live. That's like the banner right there. You just see it in his face.
No
It's
question.
going down the line. Okay, there's one. Let's get another 3 or 4 of those runners out there. String some hits together.
That's what this offense has done a lot this season. Stringing those hits together. Well, the team batting average has dropped to 254. Now 4th in the National League behind the Cubs, Giants, and Braves.
That wasn't a strike.
Two count on Bell. Hitless in the series in St. Louis. And there's another little tapper. And the pitcher throws to first. Wow, got the out. Off balance, momentum taking him toward the foul line.
That's not the usual play you see a pitcher make. Normally the result of this is a ball going down the line somewhere. I mean, he took that right away from Muncy. It's a chopper right to the third baseman.
Sheesh.
And he got the out.
Yeah.
So what are you going to say?
Heck of an athletic play by Alexander. And now it is Corey Dickerson. Dickerson is now 2nd on the club, tied for 2nd with Josh Bell in the RBI department. Francisco Cervelli has 34 ribbies. Another chopper, and again the pitcher makes the play. Alexander. 3 assists for Scott Alexander. Health Network Supermost shots, some frustrations. The Pirates, Josh Harrison, as the Bucks are being blanked for the second straight game. They were shut out 5-0 on Sunday in St. Louis, and that is the score here. Tyler Glasnow faces the pinch hitter, Breivik Valera. Called up a week ago to the big leagues. His fourth stint with the team, up from AAA Oklahoma City. So Josh Fields will be the new pitcher. Couple of strikeouts for Glasnow last inning, gave up a home run to Cody Bellinger. And there's Meadows in center. Well, Valera retired as Glasnow took over for Musgrove, who gave up 4 runs, 3 earned in 5 innings.
It will be interesting to see which direction Glasnow continues. Up the totem pole in the bullpen, higher and higher, or does he work his way back toward the rotation?
Taylor.
You think about the progress he's made in 12 months.
Yeah.
It's
He's come a long way for sure. He's given up just 1 run since May the 1st.
Seen a lot of big league hitters this year, you know, walking back to the dugout, talking to themselves, shaking their heads. Not a comfortable at bat.
It's a full count as he tries to come back from a 3-1 count in Taylor's favor. Muncy on deck. And a walk to Taylor with 1 out. He'll face Muncy, who has struck out, singled and walked. Enhance your next game day experience with the MLB Ballpark app. Access and manage your tickets. Enjoy check-in offers, exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Snap throw to first base. You heard somebody in the dugout yelling going. Taylor looked as though he's going to try and take off for second.
Good bluff.
Pirates were just 1-6 against the Dodgers last season. In LA, trying to set the tone for this season's series. Just a 3-game homestand, and then the Pirates head out to Chicago and Phoenix, Arizona. They'll be in LA the first week of July, and there he does go, and Cervelli drops the ball. Strike is called on Muncy, but a stolen base for Taylor, his third.
That's a pretty good jump. He wasn't real sure, though. He seemed to take a little look over his shoulder.
Once he caught looking, 3 Ks for Glass now. Yasmani Grandal was hitless in 3 trips to the plate against Musgrove. .29 years old, first round pick out of the University of Miami by the Reds, and then traded in 2011 to the Padres. Padres got Grandal, Edinson Volquez, Brad Boxberger, Yonder Alonso, all for Matt Latos. That is a trade the Reds would like to have back. 0-2. And he went to the Dodgers in December of 2014 in the Matt Kemp trade as Kemp went to San Diego. Top of the 7th, looking for the final out with Taylor at second and down 5. And a high fly ball to Polanco. And Glass now pitches the scoreless 7th, but the Pirates are down 5. And it's been the long ball. It's something that the Dodgers have been using as a big weapon recently. Jock Peterson in the 2nd inning, a man aboard, made it 2-0. That was Peterson's 4th. Yasiel Puig went deep in the 4th, leading off that inning against Musgrove with his 7th. Dodgers had scored an unearned run in the 3rd, and then with 2 outs and nobody on in the 6th, Cody Bellinger gets into the act with his 9th. And off of Tyler Glass now. Meanwhile, Ross Stripling, well, Pirates 4 hits, no walks, 7 strikeouts in his 5 innings.
Yeah, he didn't go very long out there. Had to throw a lot of pitches, but still, very effective. Got his strikeouts and put up zeros. That's the name of the game. And right now, enjoying what feels like at this time. It could turn around in a hurry, but feels like a comfortable lead. Josh Fields on now to do the pitching. Glass down. Talking to Uncle Ray. There's Fields finishing up his warm-up tosses. 28 games this season, seen a significant amount of work, 27 innings, not giving up many hits, good opponent batting average.
Did you know there was a Major League Baseball Bullpen of the Week award? Had you ever heard of that?
No, Greg, never did.
On their notes, they were awarded the Major League Baseball Bullpen of the Week for the period of May 28th through June 3rd. Major League high 37 innings and a 3.16 ERA, 42 strikeouts, 7 walks for the bullpen.
Well, they all get like a certificate.
I don't know what you got. Do you think of some awards that maybe we should have?
Well, best overall bench of the week.
Overall bench of the week,
yeah. Bench of the week would be.
I think we have a hashtag, Bucks Booth, for ideas.
Best outfield of the week.
Best outfield of the week. I like it.
That's
good.
I think that might be better than.
I like bench of the week though. I do like that. Yeah.
Bench of the week. All about pinch hitting.
Yeah.
Okay, bench of the week, outfield of the week.
Hashtag Bucks Booth if you have any other ideas for any awards that we're missing.
There can't be any.
Well, yeah, you're right. There probably already is a bench of the week award.
I'm sure
the first
there is.
I've heard of the Major League Baseball Bullpen of the Week. Awarded to the Dodgers.
Over in the American League, they have a DH of the week.
Do they? Yeah.
If you're DH of the week, you know.
You get a week off?
No, they take your glove away from you permanently.
Oh. In the air to left. Colin Moran is the first out in the bottom of the 7th. Hashtag Bucks Booth. Any ideas? How about what do they do? Is Pup Night once a month, or is it every Tuesday? It's every Tuesday.
Dog of the
week. So you probably have.
They do have a dog of the week.
Well,
they showed it up there earlier today.
You probably have 2 Tuesdays a month, I'm guessing. How about Pup of the Month? And we could have people vote, hashtag Bucks Booth, each game for Pup Night. Now, would he be a candidate? And what makes a winning pup, Bob? What's the criteria?
I think one of the main things is it has to be, you know, because it is in a lot of people around up there, a lot of other dogs. It has to be well behaved. Yeah. You know, answers to commands. You saw an example of that with the dog that was on the trash can out.
No, we didn't.
Posing has to be.
There you go, posing.
Yeah, good pose. So, you know, that has to be a part of it. I thought that was the belly rub, that's always a good one.
So is that your early candidate for Pup of the Month? How about this one? Not very well behaved, but excited. You want a passionate dog out there, too.
Yeah. I mean, that's a nice leash there, though. Look at that leash.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's a serious look on that dog's face.
Yes. Into this one.
And I know there's some people out there that are wondering if anything is on the back burner of as far as cat night, and so far, no, it hasn't seemed to pick up any steam. Cat night might never happen.
Oh, don't say that. We stay positive. I think these dogs have something to say about it. They do not want a cat night.
Not like pet night. Just bring whatever you got.
That's a good idea.
You know, birds, fish.
How about if each rung of the rotunda you had different
pets?
Yeah. Different animals.
One ring could be like rodents, like hamsters and
sure,
stuff like
sure,
that.
Yep.
Reptiles in another section.
Yep.
Your snakes, your lizards. Dogs and cats at different ends. Oh yeah, they gotta have birds. That looks like fun, riding scooters. You like scooters, Greg?
Yeah, well, younger.
No, are those powered ones, or are they just coasting? I think those got a little motor on them.
Really?
Looks like there's something on there. Those are the battery powered.
And to center field, and the Pirates go down in order. It's been a quiet night for this Pirate offense. Rodriguez will take over now. Joe Musgrove went 5. Tyler Glass now a couple. Colin Moran was our Twitter Tuesday guest. And some awards. Beard of the week.
Think about it. That's perfect.
That's a great idea. Well done.
Yeah, now that's why we throw this stuff out there, to get ideas like that.
Hitting pitcher of the week. Hashtag ban the DH. Now wait a minute. Slow down here with these. We got to write these down so we don't forget. Beard of the week.
How come we can't come up with stuff like this, Greg?
Because we just can't. Hitting pitcher of the week.
That would be. I want that one to go to MLB and have them add. That's at least as good as a bullpen of the week.
Oh yeah. So since we're starting this tonight, Colin Moran is the early clubhouse leader for Beard of the Week. Hitting pitcher of the week. Well, we've got nothing here in this game. Guess we should check out and see what Max Scherzer's done.
Yeah, Scherzer's got kind of a lead on that with this pinch hit.
No, I'm talking about this week.
Score.
It starts tonight.
Oh, from now on.
For the week.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like in the last week.
Scherzer 0 for 3 tonight.
Yeah, that's no good.
I'll tell you, I think these pitchers are going to start to like this, by the way. We're going to stay on it. We've always thought that we should award a Pirates pitcher each year, an annual award. Like the Ken Brett Award for the best hitting Pirates pitcher. And Kemp was down on strikes and he whacked Cervelli apparently.
Yeah, back swing got him somewhere. Seems to be okay though. But you get the back of the glove, looking where the pitch was.
Apologizing. Popped out of play. Matt Kemp, a single and a run scored, a sacrifice fly in this ball game. Shallow left. Dickerson. Not many National League games, interleague play. There are a handful of National League teams visiting American League cities to this point. Here's one. Ball Girl of the Week. They do make the best plays in the major leagues here.
Well, it would be.
The winner would be here every week.
Here in PNC. There's no doubt
Brown's
about
Crew of the
that
Week
every night.
Good call, Jim. Matt Brown's crew did another nice job tonight. We had about an hour rain delay, and it looks as pristine and clean as ever. One ball, one strike on Puig. Pedro Baez will be the next pitcher for the bullpen of the week. The Dodgers team that started to heat up despite the fact that Clayton Kershaw went back on the disabled list after making just one start. Back issues. Offense has really come to life for the Dodgers, witnessing some of their firepower again in this one. Dodgers will get back to 500 for the first time since they entered play on April the 25th at 11-11, unless the Pirates rally. Rodriguez on the first, and Richard Rodriguez has a 1-2-3-8. Pirates looking for their rally of the week. the one that Trevor Williams is modeling for you right now. Plus, it's a $1 dog night presented by Sugardale. Friday, June 15th. Get your tickets at pirates.com/free-shirt-Friday. And hanging in there, that young Buccos fan.
First game, maybe, huh?
Maybe. Jock Peterson making
Oh,
a
look at
fan.
that.
Huh?
Yeah. Found somebody wearing blue. Ran that ball over to him.
Kike Hernandez taking over now for the Dodgers. Playing center field and batting ninth. Peterson moving to left.
Baez's numbers on the year. Good last week, Baez. Six outs. First couple months of the season, the Pirates are playing so well. Just because they were down by 4 or 5 runs doesn't mean they couldn't come back. Doesn't mean they can't do it again tonight.
Some fireworks for you maybe tonight. That's what she wants. Next game is at Dodger Stadium, July the 4th. Adam Frazier pinch hitting. Frazier could get some votes for pinch hitter of the week. If he can deliver here.
Speaking of votes, get that All-Star game. Start voting now for that. Vote early.
Yeah.
Cervelli having a phenomenal start to his season. Definitely deserving of your vote. Dickerson. Not quite the
difficult degree of difficulty, but still makes the play.
You got to make the routine plays too.
Yeah. Always helps to.
Always happy. Look at that. At the ball.
And there is free pass. And the picture. All smiles. Best announcer prediction of the week. Well, Bob would win that every week. Good call, though, Thomas. There's no better predictor.
Well, the key is you throw out a lot of predictions, and one of them's got to hit.
Is that what you've been doing all these years?
All these years.
No.
Yeah. Been tricking
Seriously.
you all this time. You never caught on.
You just throw a bunch of stuff out there?
You have never caught on.
That is unbelievable. Don't tell me that. I'm going to start paying attention now.
All right.
You have a prediction here for us?
No, predictions have to come to you, Greg.
Oh, okay.
You can't just force them.
Can't just throw them out there.
No. I was being sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
I don't just throw stuff out there.
I know.
They're all very serious, my predictions. I'll be sitting here and they'll just pop into my head. Like, oh, I need to say this.
Never know when they're going to come,
it's
right?
going to happen.
Yeah.
No, you don't. It's kind of like magic almost.
Well, let's see if the Pirates can't force the Dodgers to sweat a little bit here. First walk of the game. Pedro Baez, the free pass to Frazier. Josh Harrison Not as disciplined as he would like to have been in his 3 at-bats.
Needs to be disciplined here. I got a borderline call for a strike. Baez walks the leadoff hitter, then goes 2-0. You got to be careful. Make sure he throws a strike. You're down by 5. Even now, the 2-1 count, even though he's thrown a strike, I think you still got to make sure it's exactly what you want to hit before you swing at it. Be selective.
Pitch was way in. Felipe gonna get some work in.
He has hit a rough patch of late. I predict a throw to first.
Just came to you?
Yep. Ooh.
Into center field, a base hit. First and second. Throws his bat at the ball.
Yep. Found the hole. Saw the catcher kind of flick his thumb before he. I thought that that was worth a prediction.
I don't know.
I don't know what the flick of the thumb was, though. What is that? How is that a sign for a pitch?
I don't think that hurts you, though, in terms of. I don't think you have people take votes away from your predictions of the week.
No.
So you.
No, that wasn't really a rule. I was just playing around.
I know. You're just kidding. I know that.
Yeah. So don't try to make too much of it.
No, I dropped the subject already. Here's Meadows. 1 for 3, and now they want to talk things over here with a runner at second.
Got to make sure they know what the signs are. Got a man at second base now. You know what I should have predicted was the phone ring.
I was just going to say, a bullpen phone to ring.
That would have been a good one, Greg.
Yep. Meadows, a base hit in the 4th inning off the pitcher's glove, Ross Stripling.
Big hit here would add to the legend.
Finally getting an opportunity to play in the major leagues, and he has so far made the most of it. He's forced the Pirates' hand.
He is hit in a lot of clutch situations come through for us. Talking about Colin earlier about that. Meadows hasn't been here nearly as long, but a lot of his hits have come at just the right moment. Had the 9th inning run-tying home run, or game-tying home run in St. Louis.
A fly ball to center field, hit pretty well, but tracked down nicely by Kike Hernandez. Well played.
Glanced at the wall a couple of times, made me think that he wasn't going to get it. Like he was not sure.
Just brought in the game. Double switch.
Ball hit well. There's his look, see where the wall is. Boy, that glove looks big, doesn't it? Okay. What are those things they use for highlight?
Yeah.
Cesta, is it?
Zesta.
Like a big basket.
Yep. Cervelli an infield single in 3 trips. Stripling in line to win his 4th. Baez, the 4th pitcher for the Dodgers. Tomorrow they will dip into their minor leagues. Call up Caleb Ferguson to make his major league debut. 21-year-old from West Jefferson, Ohio. Will oppose Trevor Williams. Here's Trevor. Wonder if he'll get any votes for Beard of the Week.
What's the criteria for Beard of the Week? Have a good beard and a successful week on the field?
I
It's
like
gotta be
that.
like a combination of those two.
I guess we can kind of make it up. The criteria, so that I like it.
You're going to have a good beard and a successful week.
Cervelli. Two 1 count. Francisco Cervelli fan with good vantage point.
Take down that sign now about the foul balls and stuff coming in the stands.
Yeah.
Got the netting up all the way to the end of the dugout now.
Goes to 3-1. A walk to the pinch hitter Frazier. A base hit by Harrison before the line out to the track by Meadows. Still look for a big hit. They've had some base runners, but not much action. Ripped to left, but foul. The Giants get Madison Bumgarner back tonight for the first time. He is facing the Diamondbacks, who lead the National League West.
He's a candidate for hitting pitcher of the week right there.
Alison Grandi.
He'll get 2 starts.
Yeah, Madison Bumgarner, yeah. Though they scored 2 runs already in the 2nd inning off him in San Francisco.
He'll
Have the Diamondbacks.
have a couple RBIs before it's over with.
And into center. Second out. Frazier, oh my goodness, is out at 3rd. An absolute no-no. Just.
I don't even know why bother go back and tag up there. I mean, just go halfway. They're waiting to see if they want to challenge. I don't know. We can't really see when the glove hit the uniform, can we?
Well, down, well, we don't have to tell you. Down 5, 1st and 2nd. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. And nobody feels worse than Frazier.
definitely knows better. Sometimes you just make the mistake. I mean, this is a 5-0 ball game, and I mean, even if he's safe at third, big deal. Why? What's the advantage of getting to third base? And if you're out, I mean, that's crucial.
Great throw from Hernandez.
I mean, at this stage of the game, I mean, one run, you're not looking to score a run. You're looking for a big inning. You got to have a big inning. And to make it out on the bases is a no-no.
Yeah.
And you see him shaking his hand there. Nobody has to go up and say, hey, what were you doing?
Right.
He's telling himself that.
He just
knows.
keeps going. Right now he's saying, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Now here is Felipe trying to get back to his really 2017 form. Talked about thinking that he might be tipping his pitches. Two and 0. Suffered his 4th blown save on Thursday. Gave up the walk-off home run to Shiro Munoz of the Cardinals. And it's 3-2 on Bellinger. Strikes him out. One down in the 9th. Daniel Hudson has landed in LA with the Dodgers after being traded this spring training to Tampa Bay for Corey Dickerson. Let go by the Rays, picked up by the Dodgers. Moran. Second out.
Pick anybody on the team, Greg, that has to, say, stand 130 feet away from the target and hit it every time in a competition. Who'd you take? Moran?
Colin Moran.
It just,
Impeccable accuracy.
even when he doesn't necessarily have his feet set exactly the way he needs to, he still puts it right on the money.
First at bat for Kike Hernandez. Three home runs. Yasiel Puig, Corey Dickerson, Cody Bellinger. Jock Peterson, if I said Corey Dickerson, Jock Peterson homered, Yasiel Puig and Cody Bellinger. 5-0. Corey Dickerson will bat, however, against Hudson. Catch us tomorrow night, middle game of this 3-game series. Trevor Williams makes his 13th start of the year for the Pirates against the 21-year-old rookie called up tomorrow, Caleb Ferguson. Coverage starts at 6:30 with Pirates pregame coverage presented by W.B. Mason. With assistant trainer Ben Potenziano there. And here is Daniel Hudson.
There's Daniel's numbers on the season. 10 walks in 19 innings. Along with 19 hits, it's a few too many base runners to deal with. Probably why the ERA is up there a little bit.
Signed a minor league deal at the end of March after being let go by Tampa Bay. Had his contract purchased April the 24th. Bell, Dickerson, Moran. Just didn't work out for the Pirates. They signed him as a free agent, a 2-year deal for $11 million, and he really struggled last season. Sliding stop. Bellinger on to Hudson. Well, Bell 0 for 4 and now hitless in his last 14 straight at bats. Corey Dickerson has 2 of the 6 Pirates hits. Pirates going to drop to 500 for the first time all season.
You know, Greg, it's all about how you get there, too, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And playing well right now, and getting to 500 would be the whole feel of everything would be so much different. But because of the great start, and now, you know, doing a lot of losing in the last couple of weeks, totally different feel to saying, oh, you're around 500.
And the Dodgers, meanwhile, will get to 500 for the first time since early April, to your point.
Yeah, and they've kind of come from a different direction. And they're
playing,
even though they still got a ton
ball.
of people hurt, I'm sure feeling a lot better about themselves now than even just a couple weeks ago.
Jay Hay talking with Meadows.
Well, those guys they're a confident bunch, and yeah, they're not playing very well right now, but you know, they'll not show any signs of panic or anything like that, which they shouldn't. It's still very early in the season, but they got to figure this out. The last couple of games, the offense is just not doing much at all. We had a stretch there where the bullpen was not pulling their weight. Seems to kind of rotate around these last couple of weeks. Actually, it was rotating around the whole season, but early why we were winning was rotating around.
That's right. And a strikeout of Dickerson. Pirates are going to be shut out back-to-back games for the first time since last season. This is the 50-year anniversary of Don Drysdale's shutout streak. Around this time 50 years ago, the great Don Drysdale was blanking the Pirates 50 years ago today. In fact, I believe it was. Giving him the shutout string of 54 consecutive innings. Pirates were in St. Louis on Sunday, and we're blanked 5-zip on 2 hits. Hard hit and a base hit for Colin Moran.
Nice little line drive. That excellent Beard.
Nice hit for the Beard.
Oh, Pirates actually tonight have same number of hits as the Dodgers. Difference has been Dodgers hitting the ball over the fence.
Yep. Now you start to wonder, I don't know, I do anyway, about you, Bob, but this carousel of outfielders, who's in there tomorrow? Which 3?
I would say, is there a left-hander pitching tomorrow?
I think he's a right-hander.
Is he a right-hander?
I believe.
The young guy that's coming
Yeah.
up to make his first start? Well, I don't know then.
And robbed of a hit is Polanco as Bellinger goes way up to get it. And the Dodgers complete the shutout.
All the home runs did the Pirates in. Of course, they didn't score any runs themselves, but got to keep the ball in the ballpark a little bit better than they did in tonight's ball game. But it's tough to do with the Dodgers. They are red hot with the home run bat. Tomorrow we got the young guy going for the Dodgers.
He is a lefty, by the way.
First big league start. He is a lefty.
Lefty.
Ah,
We'll see.
I predicted he was going to be a lefty.
Well, Pirates again blanked consecutive games. Final here tonight, 5-0. Let's go out to Dan Potash and the Fort, Michael McHenry.
All right, gentlemen. Well, the Pirates returning to PNC Park looking to cool a Dodgers squad that is really starting to heat up after a very slow start. And as the guys just discussed, you got to take the long ball away from them. They were able to go deep 3 times tonight.
Yeah, they continue to swing a hot bat. 14 wins the last 18 games. These guys are red hot all the way through. Their pitcher, Stripling, was outstanding all day today. Really didn't make many mistakes. The Pirates kind of had him on the skis in the 5th, but couldn't make anything happen. Got out of the base loaded jam. And honestly, the long ball is everything tonight. The Pirates had the same amount of hits, all singles, and then obviously you saw the 3 home runs right there. It just changes the whole game. That's why everybody's looking for OPS and slugging. Everybody wants that on-base percentage and slugging right now, and they had it tonight, and they've continued to have it over this stretch. They've been playing good.
Peterson, Puig, and Bellinger doing the damage as far as the long ball is concerned for the Blue Crew tonight, and a 5-0 win as they take game 1 of this 3-game series. Of course, we were just getting warmed up for PNC Park. We'll bring you Clint Hurdle's post-game comments about what we saw this evening. You'll also hear from the Pirates, extended highlights and analysis from Michael McHenry. Jung-Ho Gung back in action again down in Florida. We'll bring you his highlights, out-of-town scores, and so much more coming up on Pirates Postgame presented by Allegheny Health Network.